my channel, The Transparent Homeschool. My name is Beth, and today I am going to be starting a series of revealing what we are using for our homeschool next year, the 2026-2027 homeschool year. This will be our 9th year homeschooling, and so it's just been an incredible journey, and most of it is here on YouTube. But I am going to be doing my curriculum picks for my 3 students in the coming videos. Today I will be talking about my 2nd grader, my upcoming 2nd grader, and what she will be using for her schooling. Spoiler alert, most of it is from The Good and the Beautiful. There's one thing, one component that is not from The Good and the Beautiful. So I'm going to start with that and then just show you the rest of her curriculum. The first thing that I'm going to start with is Explode the Code. I have level 2 and level 2.5. We have been using Explode the Code for, golly, years and years and years. My children, you will see in their videos, they have books as well, just much higher levels. So she did 1 and 1.5 this past year. And when she was doing levels 1 and 1.5, she was flying through them, guys. I mean, really going quickly. So I might evaluate when she is getting really close to finishing 2.5. I actually might buy 3 and maybe let her start on that. I might not. I'm not really sure yet. However, this is the only thing in my 2nd grader's curriculum that is not The Good and the Beautiful. So now switching gears, I will show you the rest of her curriculum that is The Good and the Beautiful. We'll go with science first. And so for science, we are using Little Hearts and Hands. I did a review of the Little Hearts and Hands science units that she did this past homeschool year, and I'll link it up here somewhere if you guys are interested in checking that out. But I have Fields and Flowers here, and I have Wind and Waves here. So I'm really excited to use these because if you watch that video, I will just tell you I love these science units. They're so adorable. The pictures are great. And the information is just enough for her. She doesn't quite need to be in the actual science units yet. And I think that's a good thing because the other science units are recommended to start at 3rd grade. So she does have technically 1 more year to start the regular science units. So here is the parent guide. The book I showed you before was the Big Book of Science Stories. And so this is what her actual lessons will be, and we'll go through and talk about it. So the first thing that I'm noticing about the Fields and Flowers parent guide is in the back, there are not the story tokens that there were in the 2 that I did last year. Again, check out my review video of that. There were audio narrations for some of the lessons, and you would go into the back of the book and punch out a token to move along with the story. I don't see that here, so I'm not sure that that is in Fields and Flowers. It does say in here, though, that there are story times, and it will tell you here, like, story time, and that will take you to the Big Book of Science Stories. And then the next one I see that's a bit different is movie time. And so I don't know if that is going to take place of the audio narrations or if it's something different. We'll have to go through and see what that's all about. Now for the Big Book of Science Stories for Wind and Waves. Again, this is actually a lot thicker and heavier than the other Fields and Flowers. That's just something that I noticed right off the bat. Again, beautiful stories and great illustrations. Here's the parent guide. And in the back, like, here are those tokens, the audio narration pawns. So you punch these out. And then as you go through, let me find one. And as you go through the different parts of the story, you will move the pawn with it. And so the Field and Flowers must be a newer edition than these, because I think they're trying maybe to get away from those pawns. But anyway, here is the parent guide for Wind and Waves. Again, I'm really excited to use these science units again. I really enjoy them, and my daughter really enjoyed them as well. So that was for science, and now I'm going to move on to history. It is a family style course. It is meant to be used by all grade levels, and they have different level activity books to go along with that. I think the recommended time to start the history course is grade 3, just like the science courses, but they do have an activity book for youngers, and I'll show you that one in a second. But it is, like I said, a group subject that all of my children will be doing. So you will see this again in my my other 2 curriculum picks for my other 2 students. And if you are not familiar with the Good and the Beautiful history, this is a newer version. They had an older one, black and white, no color. It was pretty boring. But I'm really excited to give this, I guess, new curriculum a try. It would be my second time using the Good and the Beautiful history, so we'll see how it goes. So it comes with the course book here, and then it comes with the big book of history stories here. And again, it will tell you in the course book when to read these stories. It also comes with a maps and images book, and it will tell you when to access these. I'm very excited that all of this is in color. It was not so the last edition of the history. So that is an improvement in my opinion. And then it does come with a timeline book. Not sure how often we're going to use this as a family. The website recommends getting 1 of these per child. I would rather just do this as a group. That way it's a lot less stressful. But it's just, there are certain stickers, and you put them on the timeline when you get there. This says years 1 through 4, so it's meant to go through all of the history courses. And then finally, for my younger daughter, she is, like I said, going to be in 2nd grade. So this is her history, like, student book, and it says up here grades K through 2. So like I said, the student pages will start in grade 3. So this is what they are supposed to use for a family style kind of learning. And this is all black and white, but again, it's a lot of matching mazes, puzzles, coloring pages, exactly what she loves to do. So nothing too overwhelming for her, and it will give her something that she can do to be part of history this year. Next, she will be doing handwriting level 2 from the Good and the Beautiful. She blew through handwriting level 1, so I'm not exactly sure how to keep her from going super quick, because I normally have my kids do 1 page of this a day. I think she was doing like 3 or 4 per day, which is probably why she got done super quick. But anyway, she's on level 2 for handwriting. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to go over is language arts. I have the full course set here. This will not be my first time going through the updated version of level 2. My older daughter went through this, so this will be time number 2 for me to read these books. So in the course book, again, full color, great information. I know she's going to love this course. I have the Reading Booster C cards here. We've gone through A and B, so this will be extremely familiar to her as far as what to do and all of that. So another book for her to master. And then the level 2 course comes with these, Wesley and the Wolves and Molly and the Falcon. This will be my second time reading through these books. What makes these books great is there are portions for the student to read and portions for the teacher to read. And so you're both invested in the story together. And toward the end of the story, the student portions get longer and the teacher portions get less. So I will love going through this story again. It's been a while since I've been through them, but I have been through these stories before. So that was language arts. Now the last piece I have here to show you is math 2. We, again, have been through the math course before, so I saved the wooden box that we had. They changed it from the wooden box to like a cardboard box now, so I just didn't feel that it was necessary to get a new box when I had it. But then we will be going through Good and the Beautiful Math 2. She loves math. She is great at it. She learns and picks up things very quickly in her math. So I am excited to go through level 2 with her along with the math box. She will also be doing 2 studies from Not Consumed Ministries. We do this throughout the year. The first one is Making Peace and Immeasurable Treasure. This is studying God's character and his attributes. And then this one is a biblical study on conflict resolution. So she will be going through these. I will help her. I will sit next to her and do them with her. So I guess both of us will be doing it together. So as you can see, most of my curriculum is the Good and the Beautiful. I really enjoy all of the resources. I have used them for many years, mostly all of my homeschooling journey. And when I see a need to change, then I do. But at this point, most of my curriculum is still the Good and the Beautiful. So that is what my upcoming 2nd grade daughter will be using for her schooling. I'm so excited to share that with you guys. My next video will be about what my 5th grade daughter will be using for her homeschool year. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and stick around for my next video, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye.